Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm Sevo, and I'm going to be reviewing Season 2, Episode 10 of Star Wars Rebels, Princess on Lothal. So in this episode we finally get to see Princess Leia, and she's great. She's politics savvy, she's bold, she's a princess that we all remember and love. So the episode begins with Princess Leia encountering the Ghost Crew when she brings 3 new starships for Sato's fleet. Ezra is still grieving after the loss of his parents, and Ryder Azadi, the former governor who brought the news of their deaths, is sticking around with the rebels this time. This episode moved along briskly from the shipyards and back, with some repeated elements but an inventive climatic fight scene. In the middle, it wisely takes the time to let Ezra's feelings about his parents' deaths settle in, showing his grief in a brief but effective moment. Leia is a key to unlocking how the Imperials feel about the rebels. She smoothly transitions from a rebel conspirator, fitting into the Ghost family dynamic and helping both Ezra's grief and Sabine's plan, to an Imperial Senate attaché. At first, I was concerned that the episode could have gone on without her, that it could have been any rebel operative delivering those ships and dodging the Imperials. But Leia is critical here because she doesn't dodge. Each time the rebels get in trouble, Leia solves it by acting like exactly what the Imperials think she is, a legitimate representative of the government in the Senate. Leia uses the Empire's assumptions about the war to her advantage. Her job is to represent Alderaan and the Senate, so she has to make the rebels look like the bad guys and Alderaan look blameless. The Imperials trust her, and meanwhile, the rebellion's only recourse is to play the part, to be the bad guys who capture Leia and the troopers who try to save her, to be what the Empire expects them to be. The rebels capture the princess because the Empire expects them to be the villains, and Leia orchestrates all of it, of course. The plot is a bit self-propagating. Leia brings ships, and of course things don't go smoothly because it was Leia who brought the ships. But it does show how Leia's perspective informs the rebels' actions. Without her, they might have used Sabine's strategy and attacked the Imperials head-on. Her characterization doesn't quite solidify, but then she's a teenager, shifting between defensive anger and a level-headedness that almost matches Ahsoka's. Along with Kanan, Leia is one of the most mature people to ever give Ezra advice, and he seems to take it. Ezra's loss is addressed particularly well. It neither bogs down the episode nor goes away, and Ezra retreating to the Ghost's gun turret to be alone in the wake of his parents' deaths painfully parallels the time he spent there looking at their picture and wondering whether they were alive. And finally, the episode gets back to the war proper. The battle for the 3 cruisers follows what has become a pretty standard format. The rebels work together to steal something, with some sneaking elements and explosions thrown in. The fact that the Imperials think Leia is on their side makes this fight different, as does the use of AT-AT walkers. Kanan's acrobatics, the ghost burning orange holes in the side of an AT-AT lit up against the navy blue sky, and the walkers zooming out of the fog all made for great visuals, even if the fight didn't feel much more intense than the earlier, smaller conflicts in the same location. At first, I didn't know what to expect from this episode. I thought Leia was just thrown in for fan service, but when I finished watching it, I got it. She exists between 2 worlds, the fierce rebellion and the Imperial Senate. All in all, it was a great episode. I can't wait to see more adventures of Princess Leia and this Ghost Crew. Thank you so much for watching my review for Season 2, Episode 10, Star Wars Rebels. I'm Sevo, and I'll see you in the next video.